The group returns to the small hamlet. It's now even more on fire than it was last time. Okay, it was around here last time, dragging people out of that house over there.
Dragging people out of a house?
Yeah, with its big fucking teeth.
And its giant antlers.
And its giant goddamn antlers.
Antlers?
Oh,
That doesn't sound like a harpy.
What?
I don't think that's a harpy.
My blade is drawn, and I'm carefully treading forward.
hey, Firi, can I get a spectral glaive?
Of course, Gregor. She conjures you a
Thank
spectral
you.
glaive. It'll break in the usual one hit.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna need, because it's probably just a statue.
Oh god, it's still there!
What?
Oh man, okay, yeah, it's...
I cling to the side
let's
of the
just-
building and slowly peek around.
That's not a statue. Or a harpy, of
A
course.
gigantic creature with its huge back legs kicks, gnashing and gnawing at something within the house, which is also on fire.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Right!
Judging by that thing's huge
That
butt.
is not,
Gregor, now is not the time for insults.
that is not even a little bit of harpy.
What is it?
That is a jackalator.
What?
Suddenly, there's the rush of wind behind you. Faster than you believed somebody could travel, a man appears. Nope, sorry, can't say that.
What? Say what?
What?
Jackalotar's copywritten now.
So we can't just say it in our everyday lives?
Nope, that's why I've been calling it a harpy. It's one of the few...
Why the fuck call it a harpy?
Because it's one of the few monster names that's within the public domain.
You really need to rework your copyright system. It's messing things up.
No, this is kind of interesting. What else is in the public domain? Can I say goblin?
Yeah, goblin's fine.
Ghoul.
Ghoul's pushing it a little bit
about-
because there is ghoul with a capital G, the last name. But yeah, sure,
What
go
about
for it.
dwarf?
Now, dwarves just don't exist. The man stares at
Neither
you.
do goblins, but you can still.
What about can I say dragon?
No, that's been copywritten as well. You're going to need to call them worms.
Worms are
like
already
with
a thing.
Y or an O?
Harpies are already a thing.
The creature drags its body out. The creature drags its gigantic frame out, trailing behind it a man who's been gored in half. He adds him to the viscera pile.
Yeah, judging by that thing's front half too, it's still a jackalator.
Okay, wait. Let's get back for a sec, guys.
Yeah, I
Don't let it
strategy.
see
I do
you.
my best to remain hidden and glance at the bodies that I see there. Are any of them still alive?
That's a mess.
None of them are alive. Yeah, no. Jackalators are famous for mercilessly killing their prey and keeping the dismembered bodies just hanging around.
Oh, that's lovely. Following Thog's league, I'm gonna start gingerly backing up, but then I'm gonna step in a puddle of paint.
The creature's head snaps, staring straight at you. Behind the building! Behind the building!
I dive into the fire.
I sprint around the building, kick open the door, and jump in.
There is a lot of fire inside.
Okay, as long as you don't move too fast.
Firi slowly creeps away along with Gregor.
There we go. Don't need to startle it any more than those two have startled it. Hey guys.
I use the fire as cover and creep my way to the back of this trellis type thing.
Okay, so those things are crazy fast. You see that big old butt and those huge legs? They use that for jumping and zipping. They're normally like dog size, but this one is
Gregor, not to interrupt you. Thog knocks on the window. Ashe, we're over here on the other side of the fire.
I fucking know! I yell over the crackling fire in a stage whisper. Quicker for me to get in here than to run all the way around the building.
Is there a window in front of me?
There is.
I punch through the window and grab Ashe with the grappling hook arm and pull her through.
Harlock's arm flies through the blaze, parting the fire for a split second and grabbing Ashe on the collar.
I jump up and then quickly kick off of the wall and blast through the fire right back to Harlock.
Maybe run with the group next time, idiot.
Well, okay. Really?
well,
Here I was going to make a joke about, deja vu, but no, you just gotta be an asshole.
That's kind of my thing. Hopefully you'll figure that out soon.
I have enough assholes in my life already.
Most of us only have one.
I cover my face with my hands.
I'm gonna creep over to the group while
Maybe
this
I should learn from
conversation is
that
going
and
on.
start cutting some out.
so strategy? Are we gonna...
I don't know. And why are you still here? I turn to the copywriter.
What?
Why are you here?
You know,
No,
my job.
I have a use for him. I'm furiously scribbling down on a notepad trying to figure out something.
So, Gregor, you said that it was really fast because of its big butt and legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned to Gregor. Yeah, what? You're the monsterman. What do we do about big, fast monster? I start to say Jack Latar, turn to the copywriter, and then turn to Grader. Harpy.
That's what I'm doing here. He stares you dead in the eyes. Honestly, I'm sworn to protect the interests of the various monster hunting organizations that use that term on a daily basis, so... Yep, just me and my chain making sure you do your job.
You
He
suck.
rattles his
That's
chain.
for you,
I really don't like you.
Okay, so it's really fast. It's got slashing claws and gnashing teeth and goring horns. Avoid all of those.
Okay, do you think we
Right?
should maybe target its legs? That should cripple it, right?
Yeah, that works with a lot of things. It's got a lot of muscle to cut through, so
Okay.
this glaive, Firi, could you be ready to throw me some more glaives when this one
You guys
inevitable-
having some sort of secret meeting back here?
Yes!
You hear a distant roar.
Are you here to help?
Once that starts to happen, I quickly climb to the top of this building.
Everybody's climbing
And I
today.
grab the copywriter too on my way.
What?
I said I had a use for him. When you gave me the job, you didn't explicitly say that I had to protect any civilians or party members.
Wow, you
Thought
gotta
kinda
be
looks dumb.
really specific with her instructions, huh?
Yeah, you gotta be really specific with this shit, huh?
It's
I'll take this under advisement.
For next time.
Thug peeks back around the corner.
it's strange because she did it for island jewels.
I chuckle at that again.
Yeah, I know you guys are having a moment, but thug points. Incoming.
Yeah, I know. Okay, really quick.
My life is a perpetual string of moments.
If I run distraction, can you deal the finishing blows?
I think it's gonna need a lot of blows before we finish it, but yeah.
Well, yeah, hence the plural.
You're
I
so
don't really-
optimistic.
I don't really know where to hit this thing, so I figure I'd be best since I'm one of the fastest to distract it.
Everybody dodge! Thug pushes into Ashe, shoving her backwards. The Harpy charges.
I roll with the push, somersault backwards, and kick Thog behind me.
I dart back into this tree, again taking shelter within the flames.
Firi darts back as well, taking shelter within the flames.
But wait,
No.
I'm going to charge to the front of this roof.
The Harpy bucks its head, immediately slamming into Louis. Like a limp puppet, his body splays itself over its forehead, dangling on its front. Louis, no!
I always knew this was how I was gonna go, Marius.
That's extremely specific.
You know about my prophetic dreams. Just remember, Marius. Never forget about...
Forget about what? Hey, either of the people in the fire, you catch any of that?
What an
no.
inconvenient time to die.
Not even a little bit, I'm afraid. It's a little bit roaring flames in here.
I'll remember him the way he lived. Floppy and off in paint. The man's ragdoll-like body flips about as the Harpy once again reorients itself, aiming at Ashe, Gregor, and Thog.
Everyone get ready to dodge to the side. Greg, then.
What
Yeah.
side?
Okay, everyone get ready to charge at it.
I'm detaching one of the branches from this tree as this is all going down, by the way.
While that was going on, Harlock is throwing basically bear traps into this area. And hopefully before he charges, she's going to essentially fire the copywriter into the town center.
The copywriter stares at Harlock as she throws armfuls of bear traps down onto the ground around them. What are you gonna do with all those bear traps? And he manages to force out in a split second before he's grabbed and fired at maximum speed across the town square. Oh, God!
He said that his job was to make sure that we do our job. I'm holding him to it.
He wings multiple times around the gallows and entangles himself with the noose by the leg.
Wow.
circle.
Meanwhile, down below...
Seeing that it's about to charge at me, I leap forward and to try and slide along the paint-slick ground between its two front legs.
Ashe, no, blood's easier to wash out than paint, Thog yells as you slide
What?
beneath it, easily squicking past. You manage to come out the other side surprisingly clean.
I take a small hop forward, then brace the butt of my glaive against the ground and stick it upwards like a lance. I also lie down on the ground.
You point your spectral weapon straight up, hoping to gore its belly. It, however, braces its gigantic legs against the ground, and in the middle of its charge, hops, flying clear over both you and Thog. You both stare up, mouths gaping open, a spray of paint raining down on the both of you as it flies over. Oh god, it got in my mouth!
Ew, yuck.
Oh, it's so gross! Uh-oh. It turns around and stares down Thog, beginning another charge.
As it does that, I'm going to stick out a large burning branch directly in front of it as it begins its jet forward.
The burning branch sticks into the side of the Harpy, igniting the paint on its back, causing a miniature detonation. Its charge is diverted, its body shaking and shuddering. Thog lets out a panicked noise and dives sideways through the Harlock hole into the blaze. He rolls to the side, carrying himself along the wall and away from the fire. He puts his back up against a conveniently placed crate of chickens, who are all still alive. The Harpy slams into the wall, causing more boards to fall into the house, and approaches Gregor once again. It's seemingly unscathed by the heat.
Harlock is going to set
worth a
off
shot.
fireworks in the bear trap area.
Gregor and Ashe, you immediately hear the fireworks. Ashe, you can pretty clearly tell what Harlock's plan is. Gregor, you've got more important things to worry about at the moment. What are you gonna do?
Gregor heroically rolls like a log into the small of the building. Now my back is against the wall.
Using the one patch of dry land, I kick off the pavement, hit Gregor,
Throw him through the Harlock hole!
and throw him through the Harlock hole. Skidding along the ground towards the Harpy.
Ashe, I was in position!
Your back was against the wall!
Ashe takes the attack that was intended for Gregor. One of the horns lowered and raking along the side of the building, gores her in the side and lifts her up next to Louis.
Oh god.
Good thing I didn't have to take her back to the pirates.
Firi takes one step out of the burning bush, snaps her fingers, Ashe's sword detonates in her hand, and reforms elsewhere, dragging her with it.
Okay. Oh, Firi.
The hole is still in your chest.
Oh, Firi, you're the best.
Thank you. I'd give you a high five, but you need both of your hands to hold your guts
Yeah,
in.
no, I'm working on that. Just,
Wizard lady, can you do that for my brother? I think he's still alive up there.
yeah, I can. Let me just finish putting.
Oh, both of you are wizards? Nice.
Oh, sorry, I can't hear you over all this bleeding I'm doing.
Marcus Falafi can help you!
The Harpy slams into the construction of wooden topiary, sending a shower of flowers on all sides. It whirls around and takes aim again at Marcus Valafi.
Okay. I'm going to turn my focus to its legs.
Taking a look at its legs, you notice fur shifting to an almost feathery, scale-like material. Its legs are particularly well armored, in fact, and almost you can see looks a little bird-like, almost like a harpy nonsense.
No, god damn it, no. Don't go there, Marcus. Okay, in that case, I'm going to aim at its remaining antler instead. All the while kind of preparing to dive out of the way into... Are there holes in this wall? Is this wall just wrapped?
There is a Harlock hole and a horn hole.
Great. I am going to line up an I-beam trying to hit the antler that Louis is hanging off of, and then attempt to dive through the Harlock hole as it charges at me.
The Harpy lowers its head and charges Louis' body, flapping like a fucking flag onto the antler.
As it bears down on me, I place one precise hand to my temple and let loose an I-beam, aiming straight for the base of the antler that the limp man is hanging off of. Just as it leaves my eye, I jet to the side, putting all of my weight behind the movement, and crashing through the hole that Harlock made in the wall earlier.
You slam into the house, next to Thog and Gregor, who are gathered up around a chicken coop. They pull you over. Hey, Marcus, welcome to the house. These are our chickens. Thog motions behind him. How's it going out there?
Oh, it's terrible. They're all still alive. How did that happen?
Help me give me a little bit of extra muscle. I'm going to try to shove him out of the way of this blaze.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Meanwhile, outside, the horn shakes, cracking slightly, releasing Louis from its clutches. He slides along the ground in the paint. Louis!
I saw things, Marius.
Wait, you don't even have any wounds on you. You were just taking a nap, weren't you?
You know, I haven't been sleeping so good lately, Marius.
Classic Louis. I think Harlock's trying to signal
No,
us.
I know, Firi. I just need to finish putting my guts back together.
Okay, should I handle this one?
I don't want to put you in harm's way like that, but yeah, I can't do that.
I can replace any limbs you lose in the process.
It sounds like a date. Firi takes 3 steps forward. Firi strikes the ground with her peg leg, charging and sprinting stands forward. She rounds the corner, flashes Harlock a signal as the Harpy charges after her. She just freezes, seeing the positive mountain of bear traps, looking up at Harlock.
I give her a thumbs up.
Firi!
She's going to point to Harlock's grappling hook arm, then to herself, and then kind of tilt her head quizzically.
I nod.
She nods and smiles, charging forward. The Harpy's gigantic weight sends fissures through the pavement behind it as it bears down on Firi. She's quick, but not quite quick enough to outrun this creature at full fucking tilt. She takes one precarious step, hopping on her foot over a set of 3 bear traps, turning at just the right moment and making eye contact with Harlock.
When that eye contact is made, Harlock fires her arm in Firi's direction, hopefully grabbing onto her and pulling her back towards the roof.
Harlock manages to grab the back of Firi's collar, pulling her in with a great whir. She's swung upwards and suspended in the air as the Harpy charges forward, hitting bear trap after bear trap. Oh, God! It slams through the gallows, taking the copywriter with it. It's covered in many, many wounds.
And as this happens, Harlock says, "Just as planned," as she lights the comically long fuse that she had attached to the copywriter right before she threw him.
Oh, God.
Firi continues dangling in midair and just offers a somewhat meek thumbs up to Harlock.
Good job. You're the least not competent.
Thank you. She tilts her head, addressing the negatives in the sentence. Okay. 1, 2, 3! Thog, Marcus, and Gregor burst through the door, throwing a crate full of chickens out as well. I'd like to think we helped the real innocents today.
I stumble forward, the hole in my gut now mostly patched up. I reach up and kind of let Firi down from the ceiling.
There weren't many innocents left to save.
You know, Thog, I think we could have let them out of the crate, too, but what do I know?
Oh, no, chickens are stupid. They would have just run into the fire. I guarantee you that.
Oh, huh.
I think there's a metaphor here.
That's that. Ashe, are you okay?
Yes.
I say, noticing the gaping hole in her side.
So, how's things going out here? Oh, there are dozens of bear traps sticking out of the Harpy.
You might want to stay away from that.
Where's that fuse go to, Harlock?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.
Wait, is that fuse going to the guy that's gonna pay us?
I'm sure you'll be able to find his money when you're gone.
You have to help.
Well, yeah. That's how I get paid.
I think we can avoid that whole situation.
By saving his life, oh
do
God!
we want to?
Thog runs forward, suddenly worried.
Thog, haggle for it! Haggle for it!
I'm a little confused about what's happening, but I think we did good.
I set Firi on the ground next to the
Okay.
flower box. No, don't worry about it, Firi. We're doing good.
I jump down off of the roof.
So, the guy's an asshole, but he doesn't deserve to die here, right?
Right.
I say to
Yeah,
Thog.
sure, probably not. I
Okay.
mean, he's committed countless crimes, but man, I really want to get paid.
Gonna go for a Hail Mary here, trying to swipe an Eldritch Blast at the fuse, cutting it off where it's lit.
You miss and hit this guy.
Was he already? He was
He
already
was already
dead, right?
dead,
I was
yeah.
going to say, who's the real monster?
I get splattered though. Oh.
Yeah.
Thug dives.
I start wiping it off on the grass.
Thug dives rushing next to the fuse. The copywriter is mostly stunned, lying there, eyes blank. The Harpy is roaring, kicking in all directions, trying to get the bear traps off. Thug's going to attempt to pull him free. Thug begins tugging at him. However, his incredibly large and finely made coat is stuck on its horns. He looks up at him, pulling, yanking as hard as he can as the fuse approaches. Where's your money? Just tell us where your money is. The man wakes up, snaps to for a second. What's going on? Look, the situation's very complicated. Where's your money? I need to get you out of here right now. He looks down at the fuse and then back at himself. The situation seems simple to me. I'll give you quadruple if you get me out of here. It's a deal! Thug dislocates his shoulder and yanks him free. The man's coat remains stuck to the great beast's antler. The charge tucked away in it still contained within one of the pockets. The fuse finally the comically large fuse finally reaches the Harpy, and the charge detonates in a great conflagration.
Well, I guess I didn't have to kill any humans.
You see, sometimes that's the lesson.
Hey everyone, it's Ashe. Man, that last year was a wild one, wasn't it? Well, here's hoping that this next year's a bit more tame, and I'm wishing all of you the very best in what's to come.